Obviously, you've been hearing and seeing in the news that there was a settlement against the National Association of Realtors. So what does that mean? In our MLS, the box that we used to be able to advertise an agent commission, a buyer agent commission, that will be gone. As of August 17th, that option to enter in that commission amount will be gone. What's going to open up is a box that you can type in a concessions amount. Really what this means is that two things. Buyers agents are going to have difficult conversations, which they've never had because they've always told buyers we work for free till we get a sale done. They're going to have tough conversations with buyers saying, hey, listen, if you want me to show you this property at 123 Main Street, then my commission amount is going to be X, 2%, let's say, right? And then they are going to either agree or disagree. They're going to have a contract written before they even show the property. Now, that agent can go look on the MLS and say, hey, the seller's offering a concession, right, where it could be a dollar amount, it could be less than what they've negotiated. And in an example of, let's say there is a lesser amount, the concession amount, the overage has to go to the buyer. Now, this might sound a little bit confusing at first, but what I can tell you is that certain sellers that immediately go to the stance of offering zero, they're going to send a message, especially in our price points, where people are still going to be trying to hit record prices. They're still going to be dealing with the new market, which is more inventory competition than past. Every home's not going to sell itself. Now, if you have a super desirable property that you know you're going to have 10 buyers for of where you're pricing it out at, a seller might meet with their listing agent and say, what do you think we should do? But to just go out there, and I've heard sellers say, I don't have to pay a commission anymore after August 17th. That is, I think, naive to think. This is why our position as a listing agent is more important than ever, because we will advise our sellers, like we always have, what to pay as far as a concession or offer, right? And then things could still be negotiated at that point. Now, I will tell you that there was no rule, by the way, to pay any amount of commissions. It's a free market, and it has been for decades in real estate. So whether a seller, for example, when you get up to the $30 million mark or the $20 million mark, they're not going to pay a 3% listing commission and a 3% buyer's commission. That hasn't happened for years. The average these days in this price point is about 2 and 2. So you're going to pay 4%. You could come back and say, listen, I want to pay a listing agent 0.5%. I want to pay a buyer's agent 0%. And you're going to see it shake out that the homes that offer less or less than standard amount on this concession, or to even their own listing agent to try and get the free lunch approach, their properties are going to suffer. You get what you pay for. Everybody thinks, photography, videography, digital marketing, putting the property out there, print ads, events, covering costs when it comes to over marketing a property when it's not getting the exposure it needs, and really having a staff and what I consider our team, the dream team, bringing it all together takes time, energy, and ultimately money. And that's why we charge what we feel is a fair rate. And in certain instances for certain properties, we're going to typically push our sellers to continue offering a 2% concession instead of that commission box, which will go away, because we want our properties to get the maximum exposure and to have the best outcome, which again, those 3 points, right? Highest sales price, shortest amount of time, best overall experience.